Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that is incredibly personal and powerful: how to create your very own spiritual plan. Think of it as a roadmap for your inner journey, a way to connect more deeply with your true self. This isn't about following a rigid set of rules, but about designing a path that resonates uniquely with you. Our consciousness is the most direct route to our spiritual core, and having a plan can help us navigate that journey with intention and clarity. I've walked this path myself, and I want to share some of the essential steps and elements that have been transformative for me, and I believe they can be for you too. So, if you're ready to explore your inner world and accelerate your spiritual growth, you're in the right place. Let's get started. The very first step, and arguably the most powerful, is to create your ultimate personal spiritual intention. This isn't just a wishy-washy thought. It's a strong, clear command to your subconscious mind. It's your North Star. Think of it as an affirmation that cuts right to the heart of what you're seeking. For example, you could use something like spiritual awakening now, or higher self now, maybe spiritual liberation now. Resonates more with you, or perhaps spiritual essence now. The key is to choose words that feel electric, that give you a jolt of recognition and excitement. Once you have it, don't just keep it in your head. Write it down. Make it a focused, tangible goal. Put it somewhere you'll see it every day on your mirror, your desk, as your phone's wallpaper. Seeing this written goal constantly reinforces your intention and tells your entire being, this is our direction. This is where we're going. This simple act of declaring your intention with power and focus is the foundation upon which your entire spiritual plan will be built. Next, we need to talk about what's holding us back. We all have them, energy anchors. These are the old beliefs, past traumas, fears, and attachments that bind us to the dense consensus realities of the world around us. They're like heavy weights tied to your ankles, preventing you from soaring. Identifying these anchors is a courageous act of self-inquiry. You have to be honest with yourself. What patterns keep showing up in your life? What fears dictate your choices? What old stories are you still telling yourself? Once you identify an anchor, the next step is to release it. This can be done through various techniques. You might try journaling about it, understanding its origin, and then consciously deciding to let it go. Visualization can be incredibly powerful here. Imagine cutting the cords that tie you to that energy. Some people find energy healing modalities like Reiki or EFT tapping very effective. The key is the intention to release. It's a declaration of freedom. You're saying, I no longer consent to being held back by this. Releasing these anchors isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process. But with each anchor you release, you become lighter, freer, and more able to ascend to higher states of consciousness. Now that we're clearing the path, it's time to choose our vehicle for exploration. This means finding and practicing a daily method for the exploration of consciousness that truly resonates with you. There is no one-size-fits-all technique. What works wonders for one person might not click for another, and that's perfectly okay. The goal is to find a practice that you enjoy and can commit to regularly. Deep meditation is a classic and profound path. It quiets the external noise and allows you to journey inward. You might explore different styles, vipassana, transcendental, guided meditations to see what feels right. Another powerful avenue is self-initiated trance states. This is about learning to shift your own consciousness deliberately. Out-of-body experiences, or OBEs, offer a direct exploration of non-physical realities. And of course, there are various forms of yoga, especially practices like Kundalini yoga, which are specifically designed to awaken spiritual energy within the body. Explore, experiment, be curious. When you find the practice that makes your soul sing, you've found your key. Commit to it daily, even if it's just for a few minutes. This consistent practice is what builds the momentum for profound spiritual experiences. It's the engine of your spiritual journey. As you travel deeper, you will discover the importance of a skill that sounds simple but is deeply profound: practicing detachment and living in the moment. Our world is a constant swirl of energies, dramas, opinions, and events. It's incredibly easy to get swept up in it all, to react to every little thing, to get entangled in dramas that aren't even ours. Detachment is the art of becoming transparent to all of this. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you aren't controlled by it. Imagine yourself as a clear pane of glass. The winds of chaos can blow, the rains of drama can fall, but they all pass right through you without sticking. You observe, you witness, but you remain centered in your own peace. This is intrinsically linked to living in the moment. When your mind isn't lost in worrying about the future or regretting the past, you're fully present. You're here now. This is where life actually happens. This is where your spiritual connection is strongest. Practice mindfulness throughout your day. Feel the sensation of water on your hands when you wash them. Truly taste your food. Listen without planning your response. By anchoring yourself in the now and practicing detachment, you stop leaking your precious energy and instead become a stable, unshakable presence. Finally, let's talk about the fuel that makes this entire journey possible and beautiful. Practicing unconditional love and expressing gratitude. This starts with the person you see in the mirror. You must learn to extend unconditional love to yourself. This is where true healing begins. A powerful practice for this is forgiveness. Silently or out loud say to yourself, I forgive all and release all, especially myself. Repeat it. Feel it. Release the burden of past mistakes and perceived failings. You did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. Forgive yourself, and then extend that forgiveness and unconditional love outward. See the divine spark in everyone, even those who challenge you. This doesn't mean you have to condone harmful behavior, but you can love the essence of the person beneath the layers of conditioning and pain. And alongside this love, cultivate a daily practice of gratitude. Every day, find things to be thankful for, big and small. The air you breathe, the sun on your skin, a kind word from a stranger, the challenges that help you grow. Gratitude instantly shifts your vibration from lack to abundance, from complaint to appreciation. It opens your heart and aligns you with the benevolent flow of the universe. Love and gratitude are not just emotions. They are the very fabric of higher consciousness. Weaving them into your daily life is the ultimate spiritual practice. So there you have it, a framework for building your own personal spiritual plan. Create your powerful intention. Identify and release your energy anchors. Find a daily practice that resonates. Practice detachment and living in the moment. And finally, fuel your journey with unconditional love and gratitude. Remember, this is your journey. It's a beautiful, unfolding adventure of self-discovery. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. There will be ups and downs, but every step is a part of the process. You are on a magnificent path back to your true divine self. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has inspired you to start crafting or refining your own spiritual plan. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on consciousness and spiritual growth. I'd love to hear about your own spiritual intentions or practices, so feel free to share them in the comments below. Until next time, take care and keep exploring.